Hi, are you a Colts fan? Me? No, I'm more of a Raider fan myself. Don't don't ask me to expound on that. That was just a dumb joke that I thought of. Hey, I'm gonna take y'all behind the curtain real quick. I don't know much about sports, so that joke. Anyway, we're talking about the Raider today. So the Raider, this is pre-elite, but it had elite colors. Look at that, neat. This hit us in our little community by storm, in that our little HVZ group that couldn't really afford a whole lot. This was the highest capacity thing that came out and was the Alpha Trooper before the Alpha Trooper existed. Now you might be wondering, you might have saw it earlier, where does the magazine go? Here, it's side mounted. It's really neat, it makes it a weird profile, but it is pump action. It also has slam fire, and it does not have a barrel attachment. It does have two top rails, so you can mount a lot of optics or a lot of bipods on the top, and it came with the Raider multi-position AR style buffer tube style stock, which was super cool. Another super cool thing that came with this blaster was its 35 round drum. I don't really think a drum magazine had existed prior to this, and of course made... Where did that dart come out from? The front. Either way, it made for a very wonky silhouette and very weirdly balanced blaster, but as a person who does not mind about silhouettes and kind of likes wonky blasters, I fell in love with it. So, anyway, I think I got this for Christmas ages ago. God, I just love the side-mounted magazine. Excuse me. But, yeah, it's pretty much made it into a super viable, like, it made spring primaries kind of catch up in that, this was right around the time, was after the Vulcan, before the Stampede, so it was kind of in that weird, we're just throwing ideas to the wall type, for what the Instruct line was going to continue to be, and, yeah, no, it easily, once folks started getting these, it started making it a lot harder for the zombies to kind of keep up. And this is also pre-Strife, so obviously, you know, that's a different story too. So we're just kind of gonna go ahead and get into it. And that's a dart storage in the pistol grip. I know y'all are wondering. Sling mount. Yeah, that's the only sling mount, unless you put one on the stock. But I've already said my piece about how I don't like to put slings on a moving spot. But you know, this is easily single sling pointable. And it doesn't matter, it's going to be off balance no matter what, so you might as well not even try. So, we're going to go to the range and we'll show what this thing can do. So that's some of the slam fire. Now you might notice these are going a little slow, and this is, again, pre-elite, so they made an update. I can't remember what they called it. Yeah, I can't remember what they called it, but it's definitely got elite internals, so, or internals, and it likely performs a little better. I haven't picked one up, as you can tell. We also have a unjamming door right here. You might imagine that with slam fire, this thing kind of being old, and with a drum, this thing could jam a lot, and it kind of did, but that's also because I was feeding crappy darts to it, so hey, maybe it was my fault all along. This is also Streamline era, so that also could be the thing, because I'm running elite darts through this thing, and so far have not had an issue yet, so. Wowee, I just chewed through another dart. In one of my previous videos I recorded today, one of my darts got chewed, probably from me doing slam fire. So that there are drawbacks to using slam fire sometimes. This is the first 2 times I've seen it is today, so I can't say that it's a, you know, universal thing. A lot of us dropped the stocks and just kind of like ran this almost, not really like a pistol, but just kind of like a quick stakeout style shotgun. And again, I wouldn't call this a shotgun primary because it's not shooting 2 darts at the same time, but it's pump action and it kind of is shotgun coded, so semantics aside, you know, who cares? But what you could do, instead of using the Raider stock, is put a regulator stock, because, you know, the regulator definitely existed when this came out. And you could fit one of the equally fun 18-round magazines from the Stampede. Of course, you know, that kind of makes it a little awkward to shoulder. But if that doesn't work, you can put one of these modulus/demolisher magazines in, and it seems to hold pretty well. Alright, I think we are finally empty on that. Again, I think this is the first drum. The second drum came with the original Alpha Trooper. It was like an 18-round, more symmetrical style drum. As you can imagine, this kind of distributes the weight in favor of one direction. So the other one was kind of, can I show it with my hands? It was kind of more like a teardrop shape almost, and made it a lot easier to keep in pouches, keep in vests, stuff like that. The 35 round drum, you're pretty much committed to carrying around that heavy old drum for the rest of the day if you know, you decide to choose it. I love that drum. I don't field it that often. One, because I don't field very often, but two, it takes a while to load up, and it also is pretty heavy. So you can put, I've got a couple empty 6-rounders right here. You can fit other in-strike style magazines, and this can become like a respectably silhouetted blaster, but those are kind of boring. So what I also liked to do was, again, this 18-round stick, and you kind of get like a near Sten or Lancaster submachine gun style silhouette from this, and I love that. You know, a lot of folks tend to not like side-mounted magazines because of the issue here. You know what, maybe I can demonstrate it real quick. I've got a pole right here in the middle of the room that maybe we can do. We got our first standing shot. So if you were the type to like lean around, you would, but you can avoid that by literally, or just not walking into the pole. Like you know, folks complain about it, but I think they're morons. So, what did they think we did in the 40s? Get different magazines? No. We had Lancaster. I say we. I don't think, we didn't really have a whole lot of side-mounted magazines. We, Americans, but semantics aside, you know, works just as well. I like the side-mounted magazines, especially if you have like a weaker magazine spring, if you haven't replaced it, or God forbid if you got dirt, or like it's a dingy magazine because it's old or something like that, you could kind of do like a tilt and allow gravity to kind of help out. Of course, nowadays that, you know, magazines are readily available. You can buy them in little, you know, mini packs, even at Kroger. Our Kroger sells magazine packs, which is really weird, but I'll take it. I'll take it. But, you know, you don't have to buy an entire new blaster when you need a new magazine, so it's a different market than it was then. But the Raider was a very fun, it still is a very fun, definitely don't see as many people using it now that Alpha Troopers are out and 3D printed stuff is out as well, but, you know, for folks who are looking for a quick follow-up shot like primary, okay, maybe I can argue against the huge side-mounted magazine, consider I just smacked myself with it, so I'll eat some crow. I got some egg in my face, but, you know, I'm going to keep that in regardless so y'all can see. I got to show y'all what to look for when you get this blaster, not if you get this blaster. So this is not a secondhand scavengers. Actually, if I get one, if I wind up secondhand scavenging one of these, I want to put flywheels in it and make it into like a Sten almost, because I love the shell. And like imagining, here, let me get that Raider stock again. Come here, baby. There we are. I just think that'd be cool. But, you know, I talk a big game. We'll see if I do it. I also want to top mount a magazine. As you can tell, I don't like things that are convenient nor easy to use, which is why I like all these single shot blasters. Anyway, that's all I got to say about the Raider. If you like what I'm doing here, please like and subscribe. If you have someone in your life that likes Nerf, suggest the channel. Maybe I'll come up with some different opinions other than, I like it. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got for this video, and I will see you in the next one. So, thank you.